Hello everybody, today we're looking at doing unit tests in Rust and we're going to be using a builder example, a builder pattern. So if you want to see the code for this, you can go to redandgreen.co.uk. I've written an article about this and it will be the most recent one as of whatever the date is today, the 12th of October 2023. So the builder pattern, it basically enables you to build something and then actually transfer it to your main struct. So if we look at the top of the code, I've got a struct called pizza and I've got a struct called pizza builder. So the implementation of the pizza builder struct actually builds it, and then at the end it transfers it to an object which is based on the pizza struct. As you can see, they're both identical. I'm not here to talk about the builder pattern. It's kind of new to me anyway, so I am learning it. And what I wanted to focus on was just how easy it is to test in Rust. The syntax might look a bit challenging to remember the first time you see it, but to be honest, once you've seen it a few times over a period of a few weeks, it doesn't hold any fears. So hashtag config in square brackets test mod tests. The only thing caught me out to start with was I had to remember that tests was plural for the mod and test is singular when you actually do your test. Kind of makes sense, but you see test in three places. You see it here, you see it there, and you see it there. And obviously all these tests are to run the test, but then don't actually part of the compiled binary that you get out at the end. The other thing to remember is that the builder, it builds your pizza. But when you run the tests, each test should be self-contained. So really what I've got here, let me just delete that. What you should do is actually have a test for each topping. So we've got a pizza with cheese, mushrooms, peppers. Um, if you want to test the function which creates the topping for, say, the mushroom, you want that to run as an individual test. So you don't want to be testing all of your functions all in the same test because you're not individually validating them. So if we go here and let's just do 5yy post, and then instead of testing, what we should have called that really was, rather than test pizza build, that should actually just be called test pizza cheese. And then down here we'll call this one test pizza mushroom. So we've got separate function inside our implementation of the builder struct, and we want to be able to test each of those individually. And then if you test it within Vim, I'll go test. Oh, it's plural. Let me just go back into that. So I'd actually called it mushroom. I'd called the key, I'd called it mushrooms. So just quickly fix that. Compile it. That works okay. So then if we just do, in Vim, if you do Control Z, it temporarily suspends the process. And then you can do cargo test outside of Vim. And you see we've got two passing tests, which is good. Then to get back into Vim, so we've just suspended it. So if we do FG, foreground, we're back in. So Control Z, Control Z, and FG. FG takes you back in. And that's really, really useful. It's much nicer than trying to type colon, exclamation, cargo test here. And also when you run it here, you see it's just monochrome. It's just black and white. Whereas if you do it, yeah, it's color, and it stands out a bit more, and you get the nice, especially when you're running the test. It's just nice to see the green. So yeah, just a quick video really. I know I've not gone through the builder pattern thoroughly because I'm still learning it anyway, and I'm not an expert on it. But I just wanted to kind of show you the code and show you where you can get my code from, and you can run this code yourself in your own editor, or there's a link to the Rust playground here, which you can then run it in. So you don't even need Rust installed on your system. You can just come here and experiment, and you can see the tests all passed there. So that's the code. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another Rust video.